I am Lamont at Large. Today I am in Coweta, Oklahoma. I'm here to visit the grave of Christina Riggs, a woman who was tried and convicted of 2 counts of first-degree murder and sentenced to die by lethal injection by the state of Arkansas. Christina Marie Riggs is unique among the women in that she insisted on her execution, which took place on May 3rd of 2000. She was the first woman to be executed in Arkansas since the state took over the responsibility in 1913. She confessed to the killing of her 2 children, Justin Thomas, 5, and Shelby Alexis, 2, in November of 1997. And in asking the jury for the death sentence at the sentencing phase of her trial, telling them, and I quote, "I want to die. I want to be with my babies. I want you to give me the death penalty." After her arrest, Christina made a detailed taped confession to the police explaining how she had killed her children. She told them she had mixed an amount of the antidepressant drug Elavil with water and made the children drink it. Elavil also had a sedative effect. When the children became drowsy, she injected Justin in the neck with potassium chloride, which is one of the drugs used both in lethal injections and open heart surgery to stop the heart beating. Sadly, she didn't realize that she had to dilute the potassium chloride for it to work. Instead of killing Justin as she intended, it left him in agony, and she gave him an injection of morphine to ease the pain. Weeping, she rocked him in her arms, according to the court statements. When his pain had subsided, she smothered him with a pillow and then did the same to Shelby, leaving their bodies side by side on a bed covered with a blanket. She then wrote a suicide note to her estranged husband and left it on the bedside cabinet. "I hope one day you will forgive me for taking my life and the life of my children, but I can't live like this anymore, and I couldn't bear to leave my children behind to be a burden on you or to be separated and raised apart from their fathers and live knowing their mother killed herself." She then swallowed 28 tablets of Elavil and injected herself with potassium chloride. Her mother, Carol Thomas, became concerned that she couldn't raise her daughter and called the police. Officer David Smith and Steve Henker entered her apartment and found the children's bodies and Christina on the floor in the bedroom. She was semi-conscious and not responding. She was taken to the Baptist Memorial Medical Center in North Little Rock for treatment and arrested by Sherwood police immediately after her release the following day. The Pulaski County coroner, Mark Malcolm, estimated that the children had been dead for 10 to 14 hours before they were discovered. At her June 1998 trial, Riggs contended she was not guilty by reason of insanity, but the Pulaski County jury convicted her. During the penalty phase, Riggs would not allow attorneys to put on a defense, saying she wanted a death sentence. Riggs was placed in the Arkansas Department of Correction system and held at the McPherson unit, which included the female death row, until her execution. On Sunday, April 30th, 2000, Riggs was flown from McPherson to Cummins in preparation for her execution. She was executed at 9:28 p.m. on May the 2nd of 2000. Her statement before execution began, "No words can express just how sorry I am for taking the lives of my babies. No way I can make up for or take away the pain I have caused everyone who knew and loved them." Her last words were, "I love you, my babies." Ironically, Riggs was executed with the same potassium chloride injection that she had used to murder her own children. And this here is the grave of Christina Marie Thomas Riggs. September 2nd, 1971 to May 2nd, 2000. Now you have peace, my daughter. And these are Christina's kids, Justin and Shelby. I guess in the end, she got what she wanted, right? She got to be with her babies in this physical form, but who knows in the spiritual. Just a overall wicked thing that she did. And I often say, and I find myself repeating it over and over, it's one thing if you want to do yourself in. I am a big proponent of not doing so. But if you feel the need, don't do this to them. What demons you had in your head, they stay in your head. They're not in your children's heads. So the mind is a very, very powerful thing. But at the end of the day, you got to keep that inside your own head. And if you feel that you have no other option left in life, don't take it upon yourself to make decisions for two children that by far and large want to live their lives. They want to become adults. They want to work. They want to drive cars, and you didn't allow them to do so. Rest in peace to these poor children. And to Christina Thomas Riggs, whatever peace you were looking for in this world, I hope you somehow found it in the afterworld. But nevertheless, a horrible thing you done that was committed. I am Lamont at Large. I'm signing out, guys. I'll catch up with you on the next video.